I'm here alone at Lock Ash in Ambler, and I'm gonna go get the gear out of the car. We're gonna throw out for carp, and I made up some pack bait today with the hair rigs and the method feeders. So we're all in for carp today. Stay with us. It's a Unique Planets, first one in. Welcome. Be right back, guys. All right, guys, I'm back. Got the gear from the car. A little less gear today. We have a very specific approach. Just throwing the pack bait today. Got some tiger nuts. Got some sweet corn for tipping the hair rigs. And I even got some fake corn. Daniel Barry, welcome in, buddy. Brandon Outdoors, good morning, bro. There's the pack bait. It's a little hard. Yeah, it's too hard to see. Just took my light off. I'll be over to chat as soon as I get the bait going over here. It's not as cold out today, about 35 degrees. Not too bad at all. I'm going to put a tiger net on the, got two 2 big rods and then the 1 small ultralight. I'm going to put the tiger nut on the ultralight. I think it'll stay on there a little better than it will the big rods. Find my little hand drill. Get a nice juicy one out of there. There's the tiger nut. I got room for a piece of corn on there too, so I'm gonna put a piece of fake corn on the end. That way if I get stripped, at least I got something on there. It's my little hooker John here. There's a little clip, probably can't see it, I can hardly see it. There's a little clip there. Once you hook it on the hair rig, you close the loop and slide it right on. The pack bait. See how it holds together today. So that's how I do them. Hope it holds together. Make sure you can see those rods. Hey, good morning, Stuart. Thanks for coming in. Sheenan vlogging, welcome in. Oh, I got a house next to me. I gotta keep my volume down. Jeff Beal, good morning, buddy. Good to see you. Yep, before work, till freeze up, buddy. Every day, 6:30, Monday through Friday. We're going up to New York this Friday night, Jeff. Salmon River, buddy. Going to chase some steelies in the rain. I got 2 more rods to get in. some sweet corn soaking. I'm going to tip this one with straight up sweet corn and then put the pack bait on the method feeder. And then the last one I'm going to put straight fake corn. Let that float off the bottom. It's floating fake corn. If I didn't mention that, it's kind of important. My pack bait recipe, I got videos on it, but it's just strawberry jello, panko breadcrumbs, and sweet corn. If anyone knows a better system than the bait stopper, let me know, man. My eyes are not that great anymore, and it's so hard to find that little eye hole in the morning. I see like 2 of them. I got them, 2 of them so far. I got them in. Not easy. I need everyone to pray that this holds together on this cast. Okay, 1 more to go. Forgot the bells again, guys. Forgot the bells. Gonna need you to help out. Get a bait clip and attach it from the main line if that's what you're needing. Bait clip. What's this bait clip you speak of, Stuart? You know what a hair rig is, right? I'm sure that's pretty popular over your way. Got that little tiny loop that I got to stick this little tiny hook on. And I see that, I see two holes. I see two loops when I look at it. Especially before coffee with the salad. So I use a MSR method feeder where I pack the bait, and then the hair rig. I'll bring it over and show you. You know I'm a slow learner, Stuart. So I pack that big green thing there is where the pack bait goes. And I got this hook with the little loop off the back, the hair rig. And then, now this part's pretty easy if the loop's standing up like it is right there. Close the clasp and I slide it on just like that. This is the part, trying to get the bait clip through that little loop. Now this one's good because it's brand new. But the other ones were really hard to get in there. So this part right here, Stuart. This is where I usually make Kevin do it. His eyes are better. Like this part right here. There's got to be a better way than that. Fake corn, I can slide it back a little bit. Sweet corn won't take that abuse. Alright, that's what I do. I don't know if it's right, but that's what I do. That's it. Yeah, if you got a way to improve on that, I'm all ears. Nothing against the U.S., but we are way behind when it comes to carp fishing compared to like the U.K. and England, I guess. These guys are way ahead of us. But they're a trash fish here. No matter what you people say, they're still widely considered a trash fish. And even the people that respect them like I do, still it's hard to justify spending a lot of money on them. Just saying. Wendy, welcome in. There's Daryl Sherwood. Welcome in, bud. Good to see you. We're going to watch the sunrise here and hopefully get on some carp. Old Boy Outdoors, welcome in. Sweet. Let me hand you a wrench. I've been over to your channel. Not sure if I've been there in a while, though. Fred, it's nice and cozy out there. Good to see Fred Smith's in. I put this this onesie on mainly to keep my work clothes clean. And I got work clothes under it. It might be a little too warm in a minute. All right, thanks, Stuart. Cool. All right, Sheenan, I'm going to give you a wrench. next time you're in, feel free to drop your channel. If you come by a video, drop a comment. If I haven't been around your page in a while, drop a comment. I'll come by and check you all out. Right, Brandon. You know, it's not that we're getting old. It's just that they suck. That's the problem. We're not getting old. These things just suck. All right. So yesterday I was talking about maybe throwing one thing of pack bait out. I'm just not a reasonable person. I decided to go 3 pack baits. Why not? All in for carp. But I have caught 2 brown trout on pack bait before. Didn't know they were on, but I caught them. Now I'm not going to make the same mistake yesterday. Yesterday I left my coffee in the car and I regretted it. So you guys are going to have to watch my rods a minute. I'm going to run to the car and get my coffee. Don't let me down. Watch those rods. These sunrise fishing trips are sponsored by Wawa Coffee. Probably can't see that yet. Still a silhouette. All right. Creepy eyes there, Stuart. So we got plenty of bait in the water. These fish are going to have to come by. We threw a whole can of corn out here before we left yesterday too, so you'd think they would be kind of holding towards this area. There'd be ooh, end rod. End rod's getting tapped. Something's playing with the pack bait. Rod all the way to the left. This one right there. Keep an eye on that one. Got to be patient with the pack bait because they might not be on the actual hook yet. Could just be swarming around it, the tail's bumping the lines. You and your Dell, man. My Dell's freezing in the car right now. Stuart, I hope my boss isn't watching, but I'm pretty sure the reason I had a week of problems, you know, my rescue cat, the stray cat, I came in one day and he was sleeping on my keyboard with my computer was like wide open and there was all kinds of weird computer code up on it and he was just sleeping on it. Pretty sure he killed my computer. It took the computer wizards a whole week to fix it. Had to make up a bunch of stories like, I don't know what happened. It was definitely the cat, man. The cat is a gangster. So we are heading up to New York after all this weekend. We wanted to do a 3-day weekend, but that's not going to work out. So what we're going to do is Friday after work, we'll probably do a live on the drive to help Kev pass the time because he does not like traveling in the car. And this is like a 5-6 hour car ride. It's a long ride up to probably near Tasha, actually, Stuart, up on the Salmon River near Altmar. And we're going to be fishing the steelheads that come off the Great Lake there and come up in the river system. So we're going to be gearing up, and we're going to head up there. Going to try to find a hotel just because the weather is going to be like rain and snow mix. So pretty much miserable. We don't have great boots. I can almost guarantee you Kevin boots leak because he walks through crickers with them. So the plan is to go out with, oh, there we go, take down. Holy crap. How did he not get hooked? That was a solid takedown. And I spilled my damn coffee. Spilled my coffee for that. All right, how did it not go? Oh, man. Did you guys see that rod go? Oh, he's there. I wish it was set up further down. We'll keep working our way down. Next week we'll go further down the coast here. Hopefully they'll come up a little bit. I just saw a few surfacing out there. We'll give it 28 minutes. So at 40 minutes, I'll bring that end rod in and recast. Still hanging out on the piles. I don't want to bring it in. Thank you all for joining, coming in, hanging out. Appreciate everybody watching. Wouldn't be doing this without you guys. I'd be sleeping in. Really don't know what's in this lake. I don't know if there's channels in here. There could be channels in here too. It's hard to tell. You research, and according to the research, everything's in there. But people lie, and then social media will then say, or the apps, fishing apps, will tell you what's in there based on what people have lied about. So it's so hard to get good information without just fishing. Yeah, that's right, Brandon. Yeah, so Friday night, we're going to drive up. It's going to be like 5-6 hour. I'm going to get there probably 10, 11 o'clock. He's still there. I loosened the drag so that he should be able to, I think that might help him get hooked up. Just have to remember to tighten it when I'm fighting it. Yeah, he's sniffing. Hopefully the bait's still on the hook. Last last year we slept in the car when we went salmon fishing. 2 years ago we camped in a tent. I prefer the tent, but with the rain and the snow, I think just realistically having a hotel for drying out stuff is going to be better. Once, if we get a little bit more revenue flowing, then I want to get a like a what do they call them, like winter tents. You stick a stove in, hot tent. But I don't want to get a cheap one. I want to get a half decent one. Oh, there we go, middle round now. I'll tell you, the pack bait at least getting some action out here. It's more action than we had yesterday. So I'm hoping we can go live up there. With the weather, I don't know, it might be a little iffy. And um, we travel the river because it gets so crowded up in that river that you don't know where you're going to be. You kind of have to just start walking and looking for spots to hit. I know where I'm going to start, and I know a couple holes I definitely want to hit. We hike probably about 8 miles a day up there. It's a whole lot of moving around, carry a big frame pack. It's kind of like you go out for the day with the stove, and it would be an awesome live if I could figure it out. That's right, man. I got really good tasty treats. I made this up for him. I baked this last night. Always room for Jello. Isn't that what Cosby said? You guys know who Bill Cosby is? He's like a local dude. I guess disgraced now. Did some shady crap, but he was like a Philly dude. Had the Cosby Show back in like the 70s or 80s. What did I say? 40 minutes? 7 minutes? We'll check the bait on that rod to the left. Man, I can't believe I spilled my coffee. I thought for sure he was on. We'll do an hour and a half today. So we got another hour here. We got plenty of time. Let these baits soak out there. See if we can pull out the Lock Ash monster. Comes the sun peeking up. We got a ton of geese on the water today. It's gonna be loud as soon as they start lifting off. Hopefully they fly low enough you get a good look, but it's clear out, they'll probably go straight up high. Let's see. You guys ever do steelhead fishing? Anyone in chat do steelhead fishing? Give me any tips. It's been a while, and I think I've only ever once gone after steelheads on the East Coast, so I don't know if they're any different than Alaska steelhead. Nice. Brandon said hot tents are nice. I prefer wall tents myself. Yeah. It's just a commitment to taking care of it, and it's, I need to know we're going to use them before I invest in them. I've got one good wall tent up in Alaska. It's like our backup in case our place gets destroyed. But I'm not bringing anything down here. Ice cream and jelly for bait, Stuart says. All right, I'll look for you this afternoon. It's hard for me to watch Mondays and Tuesdays because I'm in the office. Never been trout or salmon fishing. Yeah, I mean, it's different each river and each body. That's why I ask. But even in Alaska, man, I'll fish my river and I'll guide on my river with confidence on like straight up pixies and just a few different basic like plugs and things to use. And I'll go to another river system and they'll be like, oh, you're using that? And I'll be like, oh, why don't you float a bait? Like, it doesn't work on our river. It's so unique. And trying to figure out why it works in one place and not another is not always easy to figure out. So I always ask. I mean, just for example, like that middle rod's going. Come on, buddy, slam that. Sometimes like the big long rod is what you want, but they'll allow the casts, but you're dealing with a ton of like cover and it's just not practical. So there's so many considerations to take into account. All right, you're gonna get blinded in a minute. I'm gonna have to move the cameras. Let me move the camera down. Is that all right? Blind? Whew. Well, I wanted to show you the sunrise. There it is. I might have to move you off the sunrise real quick. Salmon eggs in a float free line. Yeah, see, if I know if I float the eggs up there, I'll catch nothing but fall fish. When I use the eggs, it's like I just catch fall fish. They're just, yeah, I guess they follow the steelies around and the salmon around. When those eggs drop, they just go in a feeding frenzy. I'll try it though. I'll try it. Oh yeah. Little, put some more pack weight on that end one here. Got a little cool cup to use for the pack weight. I'm actually going to use that this time. Alright, that took 2 tries, but we got it out. Pack bait's freezing a little bit. Guess it is below freezing. Yeah, check your rules there, Brandon, on the dip netting. Make sure you can do it there. Some things were out where we were, you had to be a resident. So you got to spend like 12 months there at one shot to get your residency. I don't know what the rules are now, though, but check them out. Hey, there's Mom and Son Trail Rail fans. They are my first channel member. They became Sharks a couple days ago, I believe. Super appreciate you guys. How you guys doing? Another cold morning in South Carolina. What's a cold morning in South Carolina? Oh, ultralight's going. Today's beautiful here. It's well, I guess it's a 32 because I just said the pack bait froze. It's got to be 32 if there's ice on it. Yeah, this is northeast though, Stuart. I'm good with northwest. I'm well familiar with northwest fishing, but northeast, a whole different ball game. New York, elbow to elbow, is a whole different ball game. You can't drift more than 5 feet. You got to fish a little hole. So there's a lot of techniques, and literally everybody snags up there, which is illegal. So you're competing with that. There's a lot to consider. I'm getting lots of bites, Tammy. We have the pack bait. We made the pack bait up. And we have it on all 3 rods, and all 3 rods have gotten hit. We just haven't hooked up. We had one big takedown, and then it didn't hook up. So it's a good sign. We still have like 45 minutes here, so I'm sure we'll get one in. I'm gonna be positive. 42, yeah, about the same. Yo, Brooklyn in the house. What's going on, Eddie? Good to see you, bro. I got to get over your channel. I haven't been over there in a while. It's so stinking busy, and I think with the seasons, my schedule gets changed up. I think I used to always come over on like Fridays when you do the tour, channel to channel. I'll make sure I visit you guys. Thanks y'all for coming in. Please hit the thumbs up on the way in. I was telling everybody, Tammy, that we are heading up to New York after all this weekend. So 5-6 hour drive in the upstate New York for Steelhead. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a heck of a trip. We wanted to do a middle ride. Is he on? I cannot wait till tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to be fishing Green Lane. And I know they're stocking today with trout, so that should be a banging morning of fishing up there. And I'll still probably throw 1 carp rod in, because I don't think we have 6 trout rods anyway. I'll probably throw maybe 2 carp rod and 4 trout rods out. And we should be busy. There's Buddy. I gotta move this camera. I can blind. Buddy Biggs, welcome in, buddy. Welcome in. Let me move you guys down here, away from the sun. Y'all saw the sunrise. It's up. It was up. It was cute for a minute. Now it's just annoying. Can't see anything. All right. Got a good view of the rods here if they bend over. And I think all 3 of them basically have fish nibbling. This one will just be Kev and I. Lyle and Mom are going to stay home on this trip. It's going to be hardcore with the weather. It's going to be rough. but it's also going to be good fishing. Snow and rain, overcast, fishing should be smashing. I hope. Lucy Warren's World, welcome in. I can hardly see you there. I'm sorry. I'm having trouble with the sun here. I don't know where my glasses are. Kevin was so excited. He was all pumped up. Yep. We got our first shark yesterday. Kev was thrilled. Yeah, we do have memberships. Anyone's interested, but not mandatory at all. It's just another cool way to help support. That's all. I just appreciate everyone coming out and being here, and that helps us so much. It's people hitting the thumbs up, all those things help get the algorithms out and all that fun stuff. We got a lot more in store. Kev's only 10, so he's just going to get more and more into it. He doesn't even know what awaits him in these fishing trips that he wants to do. I told him, I'm ready, man. As soon as you can sit in the car, we'll drive to Florida. I've driven across this country before. I have no problems doing that. I can drive 2 days straight without sleep. Doesn't bother me a bit. I used to drive all the way out Minnesota and do a 24-hour or 48-hour bike race nonstop, get in the car and drive home. I need a few breaks now, but I can still get some states under my belt real quick. Yeah, I bet you it's chilly up in Boston. You guys get seems like you guys just get nasty winters. Like that cold, moist type winter. Man, the sun is obnoxious. Whew. Yeah, we have a great community. We have the best communities. I hear all these negative things about YouTube, but so far so good. Look at that bird. Big herring. Gray herring, I guess it is. Look, they flew right out of the sun. Maybe it's a phoenix. Yeah, fishy, fishy. I need to run to the car and get sunglasses. This sun is obnoxious. Be back in 1 minute, guys. Catch anything? Any bites while I was gone? Oh, that's awesome. That's exactly how we are, Tommy. That's exactly how we are. I'm embarrassed to buy red meat. We keep well stocked between the deer that we shoot, the fish that we keep, and my buddy Nick, who I guess you'd call him a trophy deer hunter. He goes after the big ones, but he also fills a few doe tags. And he either donates or gives them to me usually, so. I'm gonna strip down here, it's getting hot. Now I gotta be careful because I'm in my work clothes. I'm gonna get, I don't really care. I'm gonna get fish blood all over my work pants. Who cares at this point? It's only a matter of time. I'm gonna fillet a fish at my desk. Yeah, it's hard to get 17 or 13 deer up this way because of the rules. You need to like put in a request for each tag. It's been years since I got that many. I think one year I hit double digits. Hey Chris, there's Bogley. Welcome in, buddy. Fighting with the sun in the chat. Hopefully it looks all right from your end. No carp getting a ton of hits, but no takers. We had one big takedown, but he wasn't on. This isn't my favorite spot, but this is the only place we can hit Mondays and Tuesdays. And there's tons of little trout in here that could be nibbling, but I think we would have had a takedown by now. And I think, what are we in? I'm going to check all the baits soon and put out fresh bait for the last 30 minutes and let them soak out there. If there's carp in the area, they've definitely smelled our bait. We're using pack bait, so. Holy crap, 210 pounds. Yeah, that's a monster deer. That's awesome. Yeah, I shoot a lot of the smaller ones. They just, you know, we get a lot of hunting pressure right where we live, even though it's just like private property. You know, I have a corn feeder up, and it's like, you know, the guy next to us has farm fields, and he like invites all the Amish there to hunt, and they all sit there on the tree line and shoot the deer. I'm like, well, it's cool and all, but you know, they're on that tree line because they're coming into my feeder. And corn ain't free. It's a little frustrating when you work 9 to 5 every day, and you know, it's dark when you get home, it's dark when you go to work, and you come home and you walk your property and just see gut piles. All right. Especially when there's liver and a heart in there, and I get really mad. It's good food you left on the ground. Hey, Kristen. There's my wife, Kristen. You must not hear the highway behind if you think this reminds you of our place in Alaska. There's a freaking highway over there. There's no bears or mosquitoes or wolverines. Season. I've caught them during ice up, you know, like when the ice is up and you get a warm December. I think last year we caught them in January. I catch them pretty much all year, as long as I've never caught one through the ice though. But if there isn't ice, and I fished up in lakes that were half ice and I've caught them, that rod all the way on the end just had a little tap. But I feel like you got to use almost ultralights in the winter. Like they just don't hit it and run like they do the other times of the year. So I think the ultralight, they hook up better. I mean, if I fish a spot where I would get 17 in 2 hours during the spawn or pre-spawn, I'd be happy with getting one in the winter. But it's something to do. But he says I was stalking in the woods the other day and came upon a coy wolf. Oh, that's crazy. Cross between a coyote and a wolf. Wow. Awesome. 857 pounds of meat. Yeah, I'm sure you guys have like backup generators. As soon as my freezer's full, I start getting stressed out about power and all that crap. I start checking on the generators. Dang, 18 pointer. Oh, come on. Fish on, guys, fish on. What do we got here? Little carp. Little carp. Just a little guy. So I brought the mini net just for this purpose. Wet my hands and let me I'm going to turn the camera just so you have the sun at our back. You'll be able to see a whole lot better if I do this. Come up here. Sorry guys. With the sun angle, you're not going to see nothing if I don't do this the right way. Good Lord. Sorry guys. Gosh. Figure all this stuff out. There we go. Nice water tower view. There we go. You guys see him all right? Beautiful fish. You get him back in the net, we'll release him. Let's get it right here. Get you leveled off. Free to go, buddy. Sorry, fighting the sun, guys. Hopefully you got a good look at him anyway. Let me get you back in place here. Sorry for the bumping around. We caught a fish, though. We caught a fish. Maybe I'll move. Oh, there goes the geese. Oh, Enrod's going. Holy crap. Gotta get this. Camera's not even steady right now. Can you guys see that all right? And I don't trust her, buddy. I don't trust her. Watch that woman. Why? I think my son went in as my wife one time and actually got blocked because he spammed their channel. I kid you not. Hoping the sun goes behind the clouds. I can't see a thing. I hope you guys get a better view than I do. I mean, I really can't see a thing out here. Oh, nice, Tammy. Sorry, I'm trying to catch up here. Yeah, Chris, hit me up if you need any info on carp. Not that I'm the expert, but I fish for them pretty often. Fishing time, let's go. What's up, buddy? Thanks. Nice, good-looking little carp here. Let me get these other rods back in. Wow, now the sun's going behind the clouds. This is nuts. Okay. I'm going to move this ultralight down on the other side. Go a little bit further away. Slide this up here. You guys say it looks good as I move it, right? Looked good. Stuart, I'm as excited as you were when you caught that dogfish. I think it was a dogfish. Hope I'm not insulting you. Was it a smooth hound? Still can't tell the difference. I know all these UK guys get so excited to catch a smooth hound, and then they catch dogfish and they're like, ah, it's a dogfish. And they look identical to me. Yo, there's Ted, Florida Claimers. Yo, buddy. Good to see you in here. I always see you over with Nora. He's got a cool website. They're always doing those or website, YouTube. He's got those scratch channels where they're always doing prizes. But dude's hilarious. Just yanked one in. Just yanked one. Yeah, that was a dogfish. All right, cool. Got some Jello soaked sweet corn. Okay. I hear something. Did I miss anything? I feel like I missed something there. Thought I heard something go. I don't need deodorant today. I got this nice Jello pack bait worked into my skin now. I got 15 minutes here, Tammy. Got 15 minutes. If the bite picks up, you never know. I could get stuck in traffic. Might even be later. You never know. Look at all the traffic out on that highway. Alright, let me see if I can get Ted hooked up here. Understand why YouTube does this thing where I click on it and it won't work, and I gotta scroll and then it'll work. That end rod looks funky. Why does it look like that? That end rod go off while I was walking around. Sailfish and amberjack and wahoo were the 3 toughest fish I caught in the ocean. Yeah, man. I can only imagine, Ted. That's amazing. Did I see Templin Acres in here? There they are. Good morning. Good morning. Peacock bass, tarpon. Yeah, that's good fishing right there, buddy. Yep. Yep, the ducks are definitely, these are Canada geese. They're all excited, that's for sure. You can check that end rod. Looks a little sus. Always check the drags every cast. Man, those carp fight so good though. Holy cow. That little fish. They are such a good fighting fish. one of the most underrated freshwater fish out there for sure. And I'm not going to bore you with the whole history of carp and why I believe that. But they go way back. There's Bulk. Welcome in, buddy. Yeah, you're probably right. There are killdeer around here. Killdeer are those birds that run around like they're injured and they flap their wings. And they do that so that, like, if there's a fox or something that's going to eat its young or babies, it'll follow this wounded looking bird, and then the bird will keep doing that as it leads the animal away from its babies, and then it'll just fly away. It's pretty cool. Yeah, it's going to get a lot warmer than they said. This sun is cooking. And there's not much cloud cover. It's all breaking up. Oh wait, we got another member? Somebody did membership? Doesn't show that to me. If somebody did, let me know. I feel horrible if I missed something. Or did Bulk get you over? Maybe Bulk got Tammy. That's awesome either way. Bulk's a great supporter of our channel anyway. Cool dude. Bulk may have been our first donation. I'm not sure if he was our first donation. Oh man. Beautiful out here. So I started like in my winter clothes. I'm literally rolling up my sleeves now, all within an hour. Fishing time, let's go. He's asked, is carp fishing good in the fall? Yeah, I'd say the fall, you know, spring is the best in my experience, spring is the best, fall is the second best. Depends where you're at. Some people fish them all summer, but what happens around us is the algae, like the seaweed, I don't know what you call it in your area, we call it algae, gets so thick that first of all, it's hard to get a bait presented correctly. And secondly, there's so much food everywhere that they just spread out. They're not like consolidated in one spot. Fall, they start moving the winter grounds. Then once winter comes, they're all in one location. And if you can figure them out, middle rod, here we go. The middle rod has the fake going on it. I don't have to worry about them getting stripped. Yeah, I'd say fall is the second best time. You can fish them a lot like the spring, basically. It depends where you are, obviously. We're in Pennsylvania. I am going to try to catch them through the ice this year, though. I do know where they winter in a couple of the local lakes. I finally have them pinpointed, so middle rod's going again. Bulk, I appreciate it. Bulk is a member. He's got the spot that I cannot even see, but I do see something blue there. You're the man, buddy. I really appreciate you. I'll give you a more formal shout out later. I know you got to run, but I appreciate you, buddy. Thank you so much. Oh, middle rod again. Well aware, Travis. Well aware, buddy. I cannot wait till tomorrow. I hope the weather gets so nasty today that nobody can get out there, except you. And then the fish are just there for us tomorrow. I'll be there, bud. with boots on tomorrow morning. I may even get up earlier. Ted, I don't wear any, bud. I don't have to worry about it. Ooh, a little fishy came in and close. Yeah, I know, that middle rod keeps moving. It's got fake corn on it, so I don't have to worry about losing the bait. Could be a little trout playing with it or a sunfish playing with it. A carp should take it down. My experience with the pack bait, it's really hard to set the hook on them. They kind of have to hook themselves. So I guess Bulk probably became a member maybe last night or something, because Tammy, I don't know if you became a member maybe on the live stream, because it showed up. I think it showed up differently. Like, it told me something as soon as you became a member. And I'm having trouble with the YouTube Studio on my phone, not seeing stuff like that. Every time I go into YouTube Studio, it just says that like I'm a member, but it doesn't let me do anything in there. It takes me over to AdSense. So it could just be like I got to be on the desktop. So I almost always go on the desktop, but last night I just didn't. I have to make a habit of that. That's so cool though. There's no chance you're gonna outfish me tomorrow, Tammy. There's no chance. Boy, he's done. Travis, did you see Kev's brown trout? Yeah, you definitely were first, because I checked the desktop after that at least. Or I found it somehow. Unless, like, I could be reading things wrong. I get so nervous with that stuff because, man, I feel like a jerk if I miss something like that. Landlocked Sea Fishing, welcome in, buddy. Thanks for joining us. Just catching the sunset. We got another 7 minutes or so. We got one nibble in the middle rod. We got one carp in already. That was a beautiful little carp. Oh, yeah, you did comment on that, Travis. I remember now. Yeah, that was a beaut, man. There you go, Landlocked just handed you a wrench. There's our vlogs. I don't know if I'm saying that right. If I'm saying that wrong, let me know. Sorry, I'm not great at pronunciation. Maybe it stands for something. A-R-A-R. Or is that your name? Arar? How do you say that? Arar? He caught it on a pretty large creek chub, actually. We had caught the chubs in the creek by our house, and we were driving around looking for bass spots, really. And pickerel, bass and pickerels were kind of what we were after. And this spot comes off the Lehigh River. Ooh, first rod. There we go. Quick action right there. Yeah, caught it on a creek chub. We were up on the Lehigh. Just off the Lehigh, like Lehigh Canal. I still have to research where we were. We just kind of were driving around. And we saw a pond that drained out to the canal. And the canal right there has that spot where it connects to the river. So I was like, wow, man, a trout could swim right up into this pond. It may have been stocked, but that thing was definitely turning back to wild for sure. I didn't know if it was stocked or not, and I certainly didn't want to eat a wild brown. Kevin wanted to eat it, of course. We let it swim. Better straighten up a little bit. We don't have a lot of time. But we got 2 hits right there. I don't know if you guys picked that up or not, but we had 2 hits. So. I don't know if this pack bait will save for tomorrow, but I'm going to try to save it. We fed these fish enough today. Raw chicken or chicken skin, hot dogs or bacon or 3-bit. For a carp, Ted? That's interesting. I wouldn't really use any of those for carp. I have caught chicken liver, and people think I'm crazy for using chicken liver, but there we go. Finally, Ted, it let me. It was not me not wanting to give you a wrench. It's probably just my pack bait encrusted fingers not working. Sorry, I feel like I missed some chat here. Better watch these rods. I think I'm caught up. Ultralight's going down there again. Some taps. It's probably a sunfish. I'm not out real far on that one. Hard to cast that out too far with the pack bait. Crickets or bread balls, yeah, that's what we use basically. Carp here, catch them bread mostly. Yep, we use pack bait, which is basically just bread. Bread and sweet corn, depending if you're floating them or on the bottom. I like sweet corn with the current. It seems like it stays on better than the bread. But there's some pretty cool techniques you can use for the bread that'll keep it on. Sometimes I'll throw the boilies on. Not a huge, I haven't really seen boilies do that great in my own experience. They might stay on better. I don't know if that's the reason people go with them, but it seems like sweet corn always outperforms all the other baits I try. The problem is a lot of fish like the sweet corn and will strip it off your line. One more takedown. Let's have one more before work. There's John, Smallwater Charters in the house. Welcome in, buddy. We carp fishing, man. We're carp fishing. I just caught a carp almost as big as a Florida bass. John's been doing some crappie fishing down in Florida. See, it's all shorts, booking trips down there. You do that on the pontoon boat, I believe, with like 17 rods out the front. It looks like a Star Wars spaceship. It's pretty wild. We're driving 5 hours this weekend, John, up for the Steelhead up in upstate New York. So this is like a training trip for Kev. He's doing 5 hours in the car. We're working him up for a drive to Florida. Thought we'd be there by now, but we had a few setbacks. He just does not like to sit in a car. Doesn't like to go to an airport. So he's told me if we drive to Florida, we need to stop in like the Carolinas to fish. First rod. Better start breaking them down and get to work. We'll leave these two in for a couple minutes. That fish came up right next to me in the back right there. Oh, that sounds good. Lake Mary sounds good. Oh yeah, John is a North Carolina guy for sure. Come on, take that down. I can't leave with the hits like that going on. Kind of looked like a trout hit to me though. Didn't look like a carp. Unless it's just the tail hitting the line. I've got the drag loose. I'm going to run the load up to the car. I don't think I'll lose a rod if I hook up. It should only be a minute. I'm going to leave Tammy in charge of the rods. Keep an eye on those rods for me, Tammy. Don't let them go in. Well, we didn't lose a rod. At least we haven't lost a rod. We don't have any fish. Let me get that little one in. Oh, I might be late for work. Got a fish on this one. I had a fish on that one. I had a little sunfish on there. I'll have to replay that one later. I was positive I saw a sunfish on that one when I first brought it up. Oh, Lord. Got me all tangled up, too. Better untangle it. It's not going to get any better in the car. Well, consider this your 2-minute warning, guys. I'm close to getting out of here. Hate to just run out on you all, but with work I kind of have to. Appreciate everybody coming in. Really enjoying these mornings. I look so forward to getting up and coming out here. It's usually hard for me to wake up and go to work. A lot easier when you're going fishing. I have a friend who swears by rubbing the rod for catfish. It makes them bite. Catfish Curtis. I had something tap it. I don't know if you saw that. Definitely had something tap it. Probably a sunfish out there. I didn't get any blood on me and any dirt on me. Perfect. All right, see y'all. I will have I'll have a day at work. About a good day. I'll have a day. I'll catch y'all later. Thanks for coming in. Special thanks to Tammy, our Shark member, and Bulk, apparently a newest member. I still have to go figure out what he did, what he joined. I will figure that out, and I'll shout him out later to give his thanks for supporting us. Appreciate y'all. Catch you on the water tomorrow, 6:30. Peace.